Welcome to the alfreton Paranormal Most Haunted DVD. In this DVD, you will see orbs of spirit light energy, moving around and to command. Also strange occurrences happening on camera. Photos taken from video footage of manifestations, orbs, and bolts of light moving around. You will also see the paranormal team investigating several venues.
That looks scary, but not half as scary as this lot. I'm down the cellar in the most haunted pub in Chesterfield with the ghost hunters.
Now, do you believe in ghosts? Kind of inevitable, that, wasn't it?
No.
Well, at this very moment, a group of paranormal investigators are at the Sun Inn in Chesterfield. It's apparently the most haunted pub in the town.
Really? No, they're hoping to record spirits on video, and not the alcoholic kind, Steve. Our reporter Becky Emnett is with them now. And Becky, how are they going to capture these ghouls?
Well, I think it's going to be a bit of a mixture between technology and a lot of luck. I'm down in the cellar here now, which is apparently one of the areas that's haunted. It's going to be one of the areas that's monitored by one of 6 cameras that will be dotted around the pub, so if there are any ghosts, then they're not going to be able to hide. Joining me now is Roy, who's the organiser of the ghost hunt. Roy, you've had past experience of this, haven't you?
I have, yes. I was walking through a graveyard in Matlock area and saw nothing, heard nothing. When I checked the footage on leaving the graveyard, a whooshing sound and a white light flew past my camera. Well,
as you guys were saying earlier, this is the most haunted pub in Chesterfield, apparently. There are reportedly 3 ghosts, everything from a little girl to a fighter who died in this pub. Now, Patricia's a medium. Patricia, do you think they're going to have much luck with the ghost hunt?
Well, I would think so, yes. It's quite active even now. Been upstairs and was very much aware of the presence of a little girl who seemed quite an unhappy little soul, and I felt was locked away there for a while. Down here, I've been aware of a male presence in the corridor at the back of the cellar. Quite a lot of nefarious activity going on there. Not a nice feeling with it at all. And also aware of a lady's presence around the stairs upstairs. So definitely 3 entities there to keep them well busy.
Goodness me, well, we'll let you all get on with your preparations now. We'll let you know on Monday Central tonight whether they did report any spooky goings on. Now, I'm off to the bar for a considerably less spooky spirit. I'll see you later.
Here we see a piece of paper left on the bar at the Sun Inn on our all-night ghost hunt at the most haunted pub in Chesterfield. As you will see, the corner of the paper raises up and down on its own. No one was in the room, there were no drafts, and security footage was taken and checked at a later date to make sure no one was causing this to happen. What was this spirit that was moving the paper at the Sun Inn most haunted pub in Chesterfield? Here we see the same graveyard a different night. Something swings in front of the camera. What was that? Now a panel seems to appear in the camera between me and Steve the cameraman. Here it is. What was that? Come on. Don't be shy. Move in front of the camera. Pointed at the door. Why don't you come through that door? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Here is the alfreton Paranormal Group's investigation of the 7 Stars Public House in Riddings, Derbyshire on the 16th of July 2007. We see orbs. David said you were quite threatening. I don't find you threatening at all. Come on, do something. Move something, knock something off, make a noise, show it all. That was alright. The Alfreton Paranormal Group's investigation of the Cock Hotel, Ripley, Derbyshire. Here we went to try and make contact with DJ Darren Hunt, the DJ, resident DJ, who died after falling asleep on the sofa. He drove his car home and within half a mile was involved in a fatal car crash. Now we try and make contact with him. See how orbs of light come through in response to requests for him to make contact with us. The sofa we are filming is the last place that he is had before his fatal car crash. In front of me. Oh, another hole. Just come down again. Down this cocktail. Are you getting a bit active, Daz? Is that you, Darren? Could you do it again, please? Ooh. This recording was taken from digital security cameras wired to a recorder. They were focused on the sofa in the bar area, the last known resting place of DJ Darren Hunt before his fatal car crash. Light orbs were seen in response to questions and requests for him to show himself to us. Thanks a lot, Darren. May you rest in peace and God bless you. Here you see orbs of light moving across the studio and around Johnny B during my paranormal radio phone-in show at Amber Sounds Radio in Ripley. This studio was very active with orbs and is said to be built on an old burial ground. See how the orbs move around Johnny and eventually move around me during a different night and a different radio shot. In this you see Chris, the studio manager, Johnny B and Stephen Walker, a paranormal investigator, sitting behind us. See how these orbs are so active and moving around the studio during me talking. To Johnny. If you're something to do with Johnny, if you're trying to make contact with him. Now we see footage taken from a World War II airbase in Doncaster. During this investigation, Wayne, one of the cameramen, kept switching the light on and off. There was no known cause for this, and the camera was tested after and shown to be working perfect, and the start light remained on. Yet during our investigation, as you see, the light switched on and off all the time, and in response to requests. Was this spiritual activity or just an electrical fault? Who knows?
Yeah, I haven't touched it. As you could see, my hand was that far away from it. There's a button there that says light I was going to point out. I never even touched it, and the light has come back on. Thank you very much for that, whoever you are. And it's gone off again. Did you hear that? Did you hear that noise then?
Oh, that one, no.
I hate it go.
There's a bang down the far end.
There's a what?
There's a bang down the far end.
I hate it grow. This is amazing, Dick. As I was pointing out, there's a button.
Yep, it's back on again.
I'm not touching it. Look, there's a button here to turn it on and off.
Here we see an 11th century church, an old monk's house. As you can see, bolts of light kept dancing up around the ground and around the buildings and then into the monk's house. What was this ghostly activity at this 11th century churchyard in alfreton?
Oh, that was a good one.
I got it. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Near that window? Doorway. If you'd like to move round me with an oar, make contact in some way. Both Steves are filming me, so if you'd like to move round me and show me an oar passing by me, please. Please pass by me. Oh.
We're now at an old farmhouse where we later found out murder had been committed. As you see, a white light comes out of a solid wall, seems to push me in the shoulder and then disappear.
What? Honest, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Honest, I'm not joking.
Here are photos taken from video camera snapshot taken off live footage of orbs and spiritual activity at several different places. Then we hear the EVP's voices recorded during ghost hunts.
Can you hear me? Could you perhaps tell us your name? Is that real? Are you present in this room? Could you make yourself known to us? I believe it was a John Atkins. Could you make yourself known to us? Is that real? Are you present in this room? Thank you very much. If that was you, please just confirm that it was you.
The most haunted Alfreton Paranormal Group proudly present a Halloween night to remember. A ghost tour of the Portland Hotel Mansfield. This is the first investigation of this historic building. With a ghost walk, the David Williams Medium Show, and an optional 3-course meal and bar available. With all the action on big screens, can you handle the screams? Join the most haunted Alfreton Paranormal Group this October 31st from 8 p.m. and beyond the witching hour. This is a ticket-only event. For more details, log on to myspace.com/Alfreton Paranormal Group, or to book, call 01623 452 525.
We'd like to thank you for watching this DVD. We hope you enjoyed it. We'd also like to thank David Williams, our medium, the Sun Inn, the Seven Stars and the Cock Hotel public houses for their help and cooperation in doing our paranormal investigations. We'd also like to thank all the that we've done paranormal investigations at. We'd like to thank also every member of the alfreton Paranormal team for their help. Steve, Wayne and Roy, the team leader. Don't forget, if you need any more information, please log on to our website www.myspace.com/Alfreton Paranormal Group, or please put Alfreton Paranormal Group into your search engine to find us. If you would like to email us, please email djrs4@hotmail.com. Once again, thank you for watching.
once again, hundreds of people here queuing all day to get in. And I think halfway down here we've got Roy from a Derbyshire investigation group. Hi, Roy.
Hello, it's
How
nice
are
to
you?
meet you. It's great to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. Top haircut.
That's right.
Now, twins. Tell me, you've got a special investigation group. What are they called?
We're called the Alfreton Paranormal Group.
Right.
And we investigate any haunted places. We also do ghost nights for charity.
Oh, that's good. I like that idea. Introduce me to your friends who are here tonight.
Okay. Next to me we've got David Williams.
Hi,
He's
David.
our medium.
Lovely to see you.
Stephen Elliott, a cameraman.
Hi, Stephen.
Stephen Walker, a cameraman.
Yeah.
We've got we've got Marge on the end.
Hi, Marge.
And we've got Rob.
Hi, Rob. Good to see you.
They're all part of our team.
So, as cameraman, or one of the cameramen, what have you spotted that's been unusual?
Orbs, recorded EVPs, apparitions, loads of different stuff.
And, I mean, in the group, is there someone who's like the Kieran figure, the skeptic, who's asking the questions?
We're all skeptics. We all got our own thoughts, and what we believe is, I believe it's all energy.
Yeah.
We've all got our own thoughts. We've actually filmed, we believe we're the first team to film an apparition of a ghost, and we've got it on footage.
And in fact, earlier you produced a DVD, didn't you, to give me, which you're going to give to me later?
That's right, yeah.
And I'll give that to the team.
That's right. We believe we're the first team ever. We've had it checked out, and it's been proved not to be a fake. We think it's, what it is we don't know, but we think it's an apparition of some kind.
Right.
A child, we think.
And what's the most interesting place you've been to?
Probably the most interesting place for me was a farmhouse where there'd been a murder committed, where I was actually attacked by an orb. I felt an orb as if someone punched me in the shoulder, and when we checked the footage, an orb came, or white light came out the wall, hit me in the shoulder, bounced off me, and disappeared.
Right, Rob, it's Rob, isn't it? Yeah, what about you? What's the most interesting place you've been to?
A woods near Harley in South Yorkshire.
So that's an outside location,
Yes,
interesting.
outside.
What happened?
I was followed through the woods, no branches cracking or anything, and it just seemed a white light was following me.
Right.
That was the...
And is that on film?
No, unfortunately not.
Right, that's a shame, isn't it? Well, look, it's lovely to meet you. Will you give the investigation group from Derbyshire a big round of applause? So, please welcome on stage one man who's always kept busy on our investigations. It's Dr. Kieran O'Keefe. Lovely to see you. Good night last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, fantastic. It was a bit chaotic. It was difficult to know where to turn with all the phenomena that was happening. But yeah, great first night.
Yeah, and that door?
Yeah, the door is bizarre. A few people here have asked me about
Yes.
my interpretation on that. If we had more cameras, I'd like to do more and stay there more and do some more experiments. But the moment has gone now.
But you really think no one could have run round, open the
No.
door and run back again?
The other thing that people don't realise is on the other side of the door, very, very creaky floorboards in that room and in the corridor beyond it. If anybody was behind it and ran, which they would have had to have done to get back to the main group, you would have heard it.
Now, I know you've been looking through sort of videos and photos that viewers have sent in over the last few months. Very interesting. Hart actually picked some out just for this show, but we've picked a few. Let's look at some still photos, and I'd love your interpretation of what is going on. So here's photo number one.
Okay.
Now, what is going on there? Just explain for us what you think's happening there.
I think my first reaction to this is we don't know whether this is a digital camera or a regular film camera.
Right.
My first reaction, when you see a red mark like that in the middle or even off to the side, it's normally the end of the film on a film camera. And so that would be my first question. Are we seeing just, you know, a regular fault that you see with all standard film cameras towards the end? It could be to do with exposing it to the light when you put the film in the camera. If it's digital, it's a little bit more unusual because normally what you get is white or dark shapes happening on a camera. So my first question would be, what sort of camera?
Right, we need to find that out. Let's look at photo number two. And this is interesting. We've got the sofa there and then this sort of wispy... is it smoke? I don't know. Does it look like smoke to you, or is it something else?
I mean, people laugh at me when I say this and they send photos like this. My first question is always, were you smoking? Because it could be that, but let's assume it's not, because that's one natural explanation. Another one, which is a little bit more complex, is you've got a light, you've got the flash reflecting off the TV screen in the back.
Yes.
And sometimes with digital cameras, what you get is it'll focus on the background, and if you move it ever so slightly, the flash or the light coming into the lens will actually move around and give this sort of wispy effect.
Okay, right, so maybe not a ghostly apparition, it could be just a flash coming back off the TV screen. Okay, now we've also got some video to look at, and in the audience, Kieran, we've got Wayne, who's with us, who took this video. Hi, Wayne.
Hi, Julian.
Lovely to see you. Just tell us a bit about this film and the background to it and how you took it.
Well, I'm part of an amateur paranormal investigation group, and we did a private residence in Derbyshire, and it was a downstairs bedroom, and like most haunted, we go out, we see what we can capture. I've been in this room for 10 minutes to let any dust particles settle, any environmental factors to try and be withdrawn, and ended up with what I can only describe as a wisp appearing and then floating down from the roof towards myself.
Okay, let's have a look at the video right now, and here we go. Have a look at this, Kieran, and take us through. So, Wayne, what are we looking at right now?
As I say, this is a downstairs bedroom. It's unused. It's mainly sort of a storeroom. I got myself comfortable, and you can just see the wisp.
Yeah, we saw the wisp going on there. So, Kieran, what do you think that was?
First off, thank you very much, Wayne, for providing us with that. It's not your traditional orbs or, light reflected off an insect that's coming down.
No, it's interesting, isn't it?
It's different. Yeah.
And you can see it comes up in the bottom right, along that sort of board or pillar there, and then it's moving along. It's almost got a tail on it, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's almost like a piece of cellophane, but it's obviously not cellophane. What would that be doing there? It's good that Wayne waited 10 minutes to let the dust settle. If it was me, I'd wait an hour, a bit longer, but certainly it's good that he waited that period of time.
Right.
My instant reaction, though, is, are we seeing, even cellophane, a piece of dust or something that's fallen from the ceiling? But it is unusual.
Okay. Wayne, what do you think it is?
My personal opinion, and the opinion of the guys that we did the investigation, is, like Kieran said, it's not your traditional orb.
No.
I believe it's that second stage manifestation of an apparition, and if Kieran can disprove it as an environmental factor, then fine, but I'll stick with my opinion.
So you and Kieran may have to agree to disagree on that one, which is what it's all about.
Yeah, exactly.
Kieran, look, have a great night tonight. Looking forward to it?
Definitely, most definitely.
It's going to be a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kieran O'Keefe, give him a round of applause.
Here you spend the night with the alfreton Paranormal Group as it investigates this 18th century building. There are many dark secrets